Hello everybody, my name is Donovan Bellini, and today I will be giving you guys a fair and honest review of the iAuto automatic writing machine from a small business owner's perspective. Now, before the video gets started, I want to disclose that this was given to me by UUNATEK, and everything you will see over the next few minutes is my own personal opinion from my experiences using it over the past few weeks. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to divide this review into 4 different sections. First, I'll go over the external build and design of the machine. Then, I'll walk you through the software and the setup process. How difficult was it for me? And after that, I'll show you a real test run explaining all the features provided with the machine. And finally, I'll wrap it up with the pros and cons to help you decide whether or not it is worth it for you. Alright, let's get straight into the build of the machine. We're going to lift this top part up, put the extender out also. And this right here that I'm pointing at is what you slide back and forth depending on the size of your piece of paper. For example, if you are using something smaller, like this note card right here, you're just going to slide it back in, hold it steady. Same thing with a bigger piece of paper, slide it back out, keep it steady. Now this machine can hold up to 80 pieces of paper at once, or 30 envelopes at a time. Coming into the front of the machine right here, we have the pen holder. Just screw it left, comes right out. Okay, just lost my pen, oops. If you want to put a new one in, just slide it right back in there, screw it right, pretty self-explanatory. This machine is compatible with almost anything. It's compatible with gel pens, fountain pens, metallic markers, anything. And last thing to look at on the outside is the power button right there on the left. With the machine also comes a bunch of extra tools depending on your certain needs. Comes with an extra outlet right there, extra screwdriver, a bunch of stuff, and everything you need just to connect it right to whatever you're using for the machine and have you ready to go. Alright, now let's talk about the software, which is a big part of how the machine works. The first thing you do is download UUNATEK's software. It comes with a QR code in the box and only took me a couple minutes to install. Once it's up, you plug the machine into your computer with the USB cable and it connects automatically. There's no crazy setup or drivers. In my opinion, one of the coolest features is that you can import Excel and Google spreadsheets straight into the program. So let's say you're writing thank you cards or labels. You can have just a sheet with names and messages and the machine will write all of them out one by one. And looking at the bottom left, you can see all the different options like the table or the image table. And right above it, you'll see the batch application data. You can click on it, and this is for tables with multiple rows. Go next, 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 browse files. And you can see I have a couple spreadsheets of my own right there. The next thing we're going to look at is font customization. You can either use one of their preloaded handwriting styles or create your own. There's even an option to slightly deform or randomize letters so not every A or not every S looks the same. That way it doesn't feel robotic, it actually mimics real handwriting. One small trick I found to make sure that my letters were personal enough is by dragging that arrow in the bottom right up and down, and every single time that it's kind of the letters are just shifting is one version of the envelope. So if you're making 100 envelopes and you see all these options up here, line spacing, word spacing, you just change those, move them up and down until you find something you like, keep dragging the arrows up and down, and you can kind of just see, is this personal enough? Is the letter changing enough for my liking? Now that we feel like we've made it personal enough, we're going to export it. And right here we have the copies. You're going to make however many copies you want. I'm just going to put 20 in here just to show you guys, and make sure it is on all pages. Just press export. And another cool tip, move this out the way and watch as they just shift. They're creating each variant. They're all 20 of them, and they're just changing a little bit each time. Alright, now that the export is done, I'm just going to show you guys a little demo and print 2 letters out of the 20 that I created. So we are going to go to disk right here, and I downloaded them to the to print file. So I'm going to click on to print, open, and as you can see, we now have all my versions just waiting right there. Now the last and final thing we have to do is just press right, press yes, print from there, and the machine starts to go. And I'm going to talk real time here just so you guys can hear how loud the machine is and just watch it in action. But I'll probably speed it up just so it goes a little bit faster. down, and if you use these rollers right here, paper gets caught in it, and the rollers push it forward so the pen can start writing. And this is the first envelope. I'm gonna print one more just so you can see how different they are. And yeah, there's the next one. I'll push it out and start writing. And I can walk away. I can put about 30 envelopes in this thing, walk away for about an hour, come back, and they'll all just be sitting and waiting right here in front of me. It's super nice. Very efficient. Alright, so I didn't have that many settings on to make them different from each other by much, but as you can see, kind of just look at the aligning of this and the aligning of that. They're pretty similar, but they are different, I can assure you. And for the final section of the video, let's get into the pros and the cons, starting with the two main downsides I ran into. The first was that the software isn't super intuitive right away. If you've never worked with data files or handwritten font editing, there's a little bit of a learning curve. And second, the machine is a bit pricey up front, especially if you're just using it for smaller personal projects. But here's the thing, UUNATEK is hands down the best and most helpful customer service I've ever worked with. They respond quickly, like same day fast. They always have a real answer, not some copy-paste reply, and on top of that, they're super friendly and genuinely care that you get the most out of the machine. They helped me troubleshoot the software and even gave me tips to improve my workflow. And when it comes to price, they constantly run promotions and offer discount codes, so it's a lot more affordable than it seems. Now for the rest of the pros, the first one I have is that it saved me a crazy amount of time for bulk handwriting, and it was perfect for my business or just to do mass mailing in general. The font customization is also top tier. You can randomize letters, tweak strokes, and make it just look super natural. It works with a ton of different pens. The auto feeder also runs very smoothly. And lastly, it's just built solid. The hardware feels premium, it runs pretty quietly, and it's designed to last. So yeah, it's not the cheapest or the easiest at first. With how helpful the UUNATEK team is and how powerful the machine actually is once you get it going, in my opinion, it is totally worth it.